What you want, a piece of candy or chicken? Ugh, chicken.
What it do, what it do, what it do. What's going on, everybody? Big Country here, bringing you some Modern Warfare 2. What is it? I see this thing in front of me. What is it? Daggone it. My screen, my render screen is so small right now, I can barely even see what it was. I haven't played Modern Warfare 2 in months. It's the first time I put it in. Well, not the first time, but this is the, maybe the second time I put it in the past, since Modern Warfare 3 came out. And this is the second game that I've played. The first game all I ran into was tubers and on estate, tubers and snipers, optic wannabes. I mean, camping. This game is actually, honestly, went to hell. But I had fun. I can't. This game kind of pissed me off the first game, so the second game I came out with the UMP, and you know, did what I did. I did what I did on my team, and we wound up winning. So that's all that matters to me. I'm not that guy who's gonna get 100 kills. That's not me. So anyway, this is my first video. My first video post on Yeousch Reloaded, and I would like to thank OG Walrus for allowing this to go up. And for those of you that don't know me, I'm a fairly new director with Yeousch. Not new as in entirety, but just new director with Yeousch. A lot of you do know me, and but a lot of you don't. So my link and everything will be in the description. So if you do like this, then please, more than welcome, come by and visit me. And if you like what you see there, hit the sub button. But either way, let me know you came by and where you came from, because I really like the interaction with my crew, my homies. So anyway, you know, I got smoke fail here. I like to talk about a little topic here of different ways that you can help gain exposure on your videos and your channels. And the greatest way to do that is through Twitter and Facebook. Especially if you link your channels together, your channels to each of those. Because every time you upload a video, it's going out to Twitter. So all your followers will see. Even when the YouTube sub boxes are broken, and we all know the YouTube sub boxes are garbage. Because not every video coming out comes in. But on Twitter, it's always there. Especially when you have it linked. And you can choose what information you want to go automatically on a Twitter from your YouTube. You know, it's got different sections, whether it be comments, your subs, any video you favorite, any video you upload. You can choose whatever you want it to communicate to Twitter and to your followers. Now, the way that works really is once you post a link in your Twitter and your followers follow it, or your followers click it, it's going to, and they have their settings pretty much the same way as when they like a video. Their followers are going to see it and thinking, well, you know, I like this guy, and if he actually took the time to watch this video and hit that like button, it might be worth a shot to go see. And then his followers are going to do it, and then their followers are going to do it. It's just repetitive like that. And same way on Facebook. You know, the only reason I even have a Facebook is because of YouTube. And if I hadn't started YouTube, I probably never would have started a Facebook. Now, I've met a lot of different people through Facebook, through Skype, not through Skype, through Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, and through these social services. And that's the whole point behind them, is so you can meet people that are along your interests and kind of build your relationship, which you never know is going to turn into friends, or, I don't know, in some cases love, or much more. But that's the whole point. Build your relationship off a common interest. That way you already know you got something in common, and that's, in this case, is gaming. So you might as well have something in common to start off with. At least you know that about each other, and once you know each other a little more and you start hanging out more, you start realizing whether or not you're going to be this is somebody you want to consider a friend, or just an online associate. You know, there's a lot of people on my friend list, but there's only there's maybe a couple handfuls that I actually consider friends, and that I talk to on the phone, on their cell phone, on a regular basis. Ooh, thunder! You hear that? I don't know if you can or not. It wasn't supposed to rain today, but we got thunder and lightning going on outside. My kid just went out to school. He asked me to take him. I was like, nope, you can set your happy ass in the rain. You'll be alright. Wait on the bus. It wasn't raining when you left, though, but it was going to, and it was earlier. But anyway, it's not now. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. But yeah, those are great ways to expand your audience, even if they don't sub, even if you don't get all the subs from views. Your views are coming through, and those views in turn will go ahead and put your numbers, your analytics, into a different section of YouTube, which will then put you in a different category and bring in other viewers. Maybe eventually get you on the front page. You'll be on one of those pages that people will see and will bring more traffic to you. And you know, and that's the whole point. And that's how you measure your success on YouTube, is by the numbers. And honestly, I do this for fun, and me and Snacks are homies. We've been homies for a while, before even Yeousch became a company. And I gave up. I had 3 channels with a collective total of about 5K subs, and I actually closed those 3 channels just for a couple of reasons, and I merged everything into this one. So you're going to probably go to my channel and wonder why so few subs, and that's just because it's a fairly new channel, and I haven't even pushed it yet. I haven't done no really PR outside of the people that I hang out with on a regular basis. I didn't even advertise that I was closing those channels when I did to bring those subs over. I figured I would start fresh, start new, and just you know, just do it from ground up again. And so that's why I'm going to start doing some things on Yeousch to get some more exposure on this end of things, and a couple other areas I have in mind just to help grow the channel, which in turn helps out the network. And again, that's the whole point of becoming a company, is, you know, to grow and prosper. So that's just the way it is. So yeah, if you don't have a Facebook, if you don't have a Twitter, if you've been debating on it, like Nappy Boy, for example, he is the community manager for Yeousch. He's a good friend of mine, and there for a while he was totally against Twitter, and he was totally against Twitter. He said my recent activity box on my YouTube is my Twitter. I don't need a Twitter. And now the man has been to Twitter jail more than anybody that I've known. And if you don't know what Twitter jail is, as I fell right here inside the house, Twitter jail is anytime you tweet, I think, more than 200 tweets an hour, you get, your account gets suspended for, I don't know how long it's suspended for, but he actually had to make a second account. So if you do follow @TheKingNappy, be sure you follow @TheKingNappyV2 as well, because he does tweet a lot. Now that he is community manager for Yeousch, he has to tweet a lot, because he gets a lot of questions, a lot of tweets from people. He's you know, he's busy. If you have any questions at all about Yeousch at all, then Nappy is the person to get a hold of. So, you know, like I said, he was against the whole Twitter for forever and ever and ever, and then he eventually got into it, and like I said, now he's a Twitter whore. So right now we're in where are we at? We're almost through up to the end of the game. You know, it's not a huge ass piece of gameplay. I think it's like a 5KD. I get the kill cam, and I wound up coming here. I like these small maps, but everybody on this game so far, like that I've played this morning, this was my second game of the day, and I have played probably another dozen since this game. I got some gameplays out of them, but dude, I mean, they're long and boring games. In a mercenary team deathmatch, you go into a game, and the other team actually were, especially on a huge map like Fuel, for example, or Wasteland. Well, Wasteland not really, because you always know where they're at, or Estate. And especially when you ain't got when your team's doing the same thing, everybody's camping in the corners, hiding back, and you actually let a TDM timeout. Come on, dude. What the hell's up with that? I was wanting to play Black Box this morning on Modern Warfare 3, but for some reason, every time I went into the Elite playlist, even though it said like 5K was in the playlist, it said no games were found. So, or at least under my ping range, which I'm willing to accept, and that's 80. I will not get into a game over 80 pings. So anyway, there's my video, guys. Thanks for OG Walrus and Yeousch Reloaded for uploading this video. And if you do like what you hear, and go ahead and click that link in the description. Come by and check me out. And country out!